Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. So this is going to be the intro for all 12 zodiac signs for the 2020 yearly energy readings. So if you watch it in one video, then you can skip it on the other ones because it'll be exactly the same. But if you have not watched it and this is your first time watching it, please watch until the end of this intro because there's important information here. Basically, in these zodiac sign readings, I will be giving you the 2020 overall energy, like what you can expect this year, some blockages, some things to look forward to, and some advice. And then in the extended video over on my Vimeo channel, I'll be getting more into your specific love life in 2020. And that goes for those of you who are single and those of you who are in a relationship. And I'll also be giving you specific information about your finances and your career. So things that can be blocking your money, ways that you can make more money and things of that sort. And then I'll also be doing a healing message from spirit at the end of that extended video. So because I'm doing all 12 zodiac signs, I know that purchasing the extended videos can start to add up because people watch their sun, their moon, their rising, and their Venus sign. So that can rack up. So basically, I'll be giving you somewhat of a discount. You'll be able to purchase all 12 zodiac sign extended videos for $12.12. So basically, it's like each extended video will be a little bit over $1 if you buy it in bulk. So yeah, you still have the option of buying it separately. Like you can buy your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, separate if you want to, buy each one separately, I mean. But if you want to save a bit of money and if you want to be able to watch all 12 extended videos, then you can go ahead and purchase that for $12.12. So I will leave the link to that in the description box down below. So just wanted to give you guys that information. So yeah, we're going to now jump into your 2020 energy readings. I really hope that it is helpful, and let's dive into it. Okay, Aquarius, so let's dive into your 2020 reading. I already pulled cards for you just to save time. And like I said in the intro, we'll dive deeper into your specific love, finances, and spiritual healing in the extended video. All right, so Aquarius, the first card out is the Hanged Man. So it looks like in the past couple of years, you may have hit a few roadblocks. You may have felt like you are trying to get somewhere, and no matter what you do, you just keep hitting like these bumps in the road or these barricades that don't allow you to get through. And what I'm hearing is that the reason that you were being blocked wasn't because you were not meant to obtain what you want, but because you were going the wrong way. You were wanting something, you had a desire in your heart for something, but you were going the complete wrong way. So the universe basically was giving you those roadblocks to help you and to help redirect you because you didn't realize that you were actually getting lost. And if that roadblock had not been put in front of you by the universe, you would have been so lost to the point where you wouldn't be able to turn around and, make a U-turn and get on the right path. So those blockages and those roadblocks were blessings in disguise, and it looks like they are being removed from you in 2020. So there will be no more blockages. You now have the freedom to go towards what you want at full speed without having to worry about hitting a wall or slowing down. Now, when it comes to the Magician card that came out, this lets me know that even though these blockages are clear, you're still going to have to do the legwork to get to where you need to be, you see. And some of you, I am sensing that you are a bit exhausted. You're a bit drained from this journey, the journey of healing or trying to manifest the life that you want for yourself. You are a bit tired, so it's okay in 2020 to walk instead of run. I am hearing that some of you are going to be thinking that you should be doing more, you should be getting more done, but that's not the case because, like I said, some of you are just extremely tired from everything that you have been going through in the past couple of years. So it's okay to make small strides in 2020. As long as you put one foot in front of the other and keep going, you're making more than enough progress. I'm also seeing in 2020, a lot of you are extremely magnetic. You are getting a lot of attention this year. And for some of you, it's actual fame, like you are acquiring a fan base or a lot of followers, something along those lines. And it doesn't have to be international fame or anything like that. It could be like maybe you get a lot of acknowledgement at your job, because you got a promotion of some sort. So it's going to be different for different people because this is a general reading. But I do feel this sense of people staring at you. It's like an all eyes eyes on you sort of energy. And for some of you, you're not going to mind this. In fact, for some of you, you're actually trying to manifest this. But for some of you, you are going to mind. For those of you who just don't like being in the spotlight, or you don't like having too much responsibility, this may be bothersome to you, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that a lot of you just really value your freedom. And when you have a lot of people looking up to you, or you have a lot of people who admire you or respect you in some way, you feel like there's a loss of freedom that comes with that, because then you almost feel like they have put you on a pedestal and you just don't want to be there, because then you're not free to fully be yourself, is what I'm hearing. But I'm hearing that some of you are just going to have to get used to that. I'm hearing that very clearly. Actually, I'm hearing it more like you're just going to have to get over that. It's not like in a harsh way, but it's kind of like getting this respect or this recognition is directly in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing while you're on this earth. So it's not really avoidable. You're just going to have to kind of get used to it. I know that with a lot of Aquarians, we are ushering in the age of Aquarius. So a lot of Aquarians do have a responsibility to serve humanity, to serve the collective. And a lot of Aquarians will be becoming famous for that reason, for serving the collective. And it's important for you to just focus on serving. Focus on serving the collective and focus on creating the life that you want for yourself. And you're just going to have to get used to the attention or the extra responsibility. What I was hearing during meditation is that I heard the phrase, the world will know your name, but then I also heard the world should know your name. So for some of you, when it said the world will know your name, like I said, that means some sort of fame. Some sort of recognition, respect, some sort of position of authority that you're going to be moving into in 2020. For those of you who I heard the world should know your name, this is for those of you who have talents that you are keeping hidden and the world needs them. Expressing these talents or expressing your passions is not only going to benefit you, but it will benefit a large amount of people around you. So in 2020, basically, it's your duty. You're not forced to do this, but I'm hearing it's your duty to express those talents and share them with the collective, is what I'm hearing. Let me see if I'm getting anything else from that. Yeah, overall, I'm just seeing a lot of you really manifesting a very colorful life for yourself. Like if your life has been extremely dull, if you have been dealing or battling with some sort of depression, if you have felt very drained, I see that energy turning around for you in 2020, thank goodness. It's like that heavy feeling that's been weighing on you. I feel it lifting off of you finally, and it's almost like you can finally breathe, which is going to be a great relief for some of you. And like I said, it's been a long battle. So like I said, it's okay to walk instead of running. It's okay to even crawl if you have to instead of running, because you've been through a lot and you need rest. And it's okay for you not to make huge strides this year. So just remember that. And I'm also seeing that during times where you feel like you should be doing more, the people around you are admiring you and wishing they could be doing exactly what you're doing. So sometimes you could be very hard on yourself and say, I should be doing more, I should be further, when there are going to be people around you who are going to be like, wow, how do they do it? Like, I wish I could be in this person's position, you see? So it's all about perspective and it's all about perception. Let me see what else. Okay, I think that's it for those two cards. Let's move on to the next two. The next two are the Queen of Cups and also the Nine of Cups. So with the Queen of Cups being here, I do think that this year is going to be a more heart-focused year. I know that Aquarians use their mind a lot. Aquarians are fixed energy, so as an Aquarius, we can fixate a lot in the mental realm. Like once we have an idea in our head, we can stay very stuck on it, which is beneficial to us and to the collective, because Aquarians, like I said, are the humanitarian sign who usually have some sort of humanitarian pursuit, or they have something that they want to contribute to the world. It's very rare that you'll find an Aquarius who doesn't have that humanitarian spirit. They all have, or most of them have that something that they want to be doing, like saving animals or cleaning the ocean or things of that sort. With Aquarians, that's very common for them to dedicate a portion of their lives to the collective. So it makes sense that being fixated on a certain thought and thinking about it over and over would be beneficial to you, to the Aquarius and to the collective, because then it means that you don't give up on your humanitarian pursuits. They keep you up at night so that you can make a change in the world. You see, if you were the type of person who could think about something and be bothered by it and then let go of it, then more than likely you wouldn't take action towards making the world a better place. You see what I'm saying? The issues and the problems that people have and the pain that people have keep you up at night for the reason of you going and helping to soothe or heal those wounds that the collective have been battling with. So with the Queen of Cups being here, like I said, this is a very heart-focused year. You're needing to dive into your heart, figure out what it is that you are passionate about, especially when it comes to serving the collective, is what I'm hearing. Also, I'm hearing that for a lot of you in 2020, your intuition is going to be very heightened. And I've mentioned this in previous videos about how your intuition doesn't come from your mind, it comes from your heart space. So your heart has to be open in order for you to clearly hear your intuition. And I feel like that's what a lot of you are experiencing. A lot of you are feeling more sensitive, or you're going to be feeling more sensitive in 2020 because your heart is opening for the sole purpose of you being able to hear your intuition. A lot of you are going to be getting more in tune with the spiritual side of things, the spiritual side of life, I guess you could say. It's like you're stepping out of your logical mind, which I know sounds crazy for an Aquarius. Like you're moving away from logic and you're moving more into intuitive, like an intuitive heart-centered space. And that intuition is going to lead you exactly to where you need to be in 2020. So if you feel yourself becoming increasingly more sensitive, don't be alarmed. That's the reason that you are feeling that, for the sake of that higher power being able to directly connect to you through your heart space and guide you in the right direction. With the Nine of Cups being here, I feel a lot of doubt from you though. I feel like a lot of you are doubting yourself, doubting your path. And in 2020, I'm not going to say there's no room for doubt, but make sure that your doubt is not keeping you from going after the things that you're passionate about. Like the last thing you want is to end this year and go into 2021 with regrets about you not taking the action that you needed to take, especially because this year your vision is much clearer. So you know exactly what you need to do to get to where you need to be. Before, you had an idea of, okay, I know exactly what I need to do, or you had an overall general idea of, okay, I know what I need to do, or I know what I want. But now you have like almost specific steps like to how to get to where you want to be. So now there's really no excuses, is what I'm hearing. Like you know very clearly what it is that you need to work on and the steps you need to take. So now it's all up to you to take those steps. So don't allow self-doubt or self-sabotage even to get in your way in 2020, because this can be a very, very prosperous year for you if you don't get in your own way, is what I'm hearing. And like I said before, a lot of Aquarians, I mean, we're fixed mental energy, so the thoughts that we have will allow them to spiral. And that's why you have to be very careful about your thoughts this year, because if you allow your thoughts to move into a negative spiral, it's going to basically eat up all of your time and energy this year. It's like the year's going to go by just like that, like at the snap of a finger, and you're going to be regretting that you once again lived too much in your head for the year and you didn't get much done, and you did not manifest the life that you want for yourself. A lot of blessings are coming in because, like I said, a lot of people's vision, 2020 vision, being very clear about what it is that you want. And once you're clear, there's really nothing standing in your way for manifesting it. Only you can stand in your own way. So keep that in mind. I do feel like also some of you are going to be finding love this year in a very unexpected way. It doesn't even have to be a romantic partnership. I'm hearing that it's just going to be very unexpected, because for some of you, you've given up on whatever this is. And I'm saying whatever and making it general because this is a general reading, so I can't really pick up on specifics. But this could be like a romantic partnership. This could be a job that you've been praying for. It's like you've given up on it. I see that very clearly. You've lost faith about it. You've lost hope about it. And so you're going to be very shocked that it's going to manifest for you in 2020. But I think that it's manifesting because of the fact that you've given up. When you were holding on to it too tightly, or when you were desperate to have it, it was basically repelling it from your life. So you've given up on whatever this is. Like I said, it could be love. Maybe you're like, I'm done with romance. I don't care about this anymore. Or it could be like a certain career path, something. It's something that you love, that you've always wished for, that's manifesting for you in 2020, but you just don't expect it at all because you've given it up. And I think you gave it up a long time ago. I'm not seeing like, oh, I gave it up yesterday. I'm feeling like you already made up your mind, like, listen, this is not going to happen, it's whatever, and kind of surrendered to that. And yeah, it's just going to pop up out of nowhere. And for some of you, you might doubt it because it pops up out of nowhere and you're just kind of like, wait a minute, what? You might not think it's the real thing, or you might think it's some type of trick. It isn't. It really isn't. I'm seeing that very, very clearly. It's something that you deeply, deeply desired that you're going to get. Now, the test is going to be holding on to it. Because when you try to hold on to it too tight, or when you're afraid that you're going to lose it, you'll start to suffocate it. And then you'll lose it. So a spiritual challenge, or a challenge you're going to have this year, is that your dreams are going to be, or the things you love in your dreams will be manifesting. And now it's up to you to maintain them and not sabotage them or push them away from you. Let me see what else I'm getting here. Okay, for some of you, I'm hearing the message that you actually need to dream bigger. You need to think bigger. Whatever goals you have set, you're needing to up the ante is what I'm hearing. You need to aim higher. So if you do not hit that goal, at least you still aim so high that you still hit a high mark, if that makes sense. But that's for a small group of you. All right, moving on to the next two cards. Oh, wait, sorry, one more message. What I'm seeing in this Queen of Cups card is that for those of you who have psychic abilities, those will be heightening as well. But all humans have intuitive abilities. Like, all humans are able to tap into their intuition, into those higher realms. So that's going to be happening for you in 2020. I can see that very clearly. I'm also seeing a lot of you just being extremely empowered. I'm seeing a lot of you also changing your physical appearance. It's like you're changing your physical appearance because you feel differently on the inside and you want to match that on the outside. So upgrading your wardrobe and things of that sort could actually be very beneficial to you, because you've transformed so much internally that you want it to reflect in your external. You want it to reflect in the way that you wear your clothes, your hair, the way that you decorate your room, your house. It's like creating this new you, or this new life for yourself, and you're doing it internally, but doing it externally will also help to speed up the process, is what I'm seeing. I'm trying to see what else. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm hearing a lot of like be bold, be fearless, which is a trait that that most Aquarians have, is this sense of being like the person who stands out in the crowd and not being afraid to do so, but at the same time not really wanting the fame or the attention. It's more so standing out to basically show your creativity. Like the way that you creatively express yourself is so different from other people. But you're not doing it to be different. You're just naturally different. It's just the Aquarius way. So I do see you getting a lot of attention and recognition for that alone, because you're so different without even trying. Like, you don't have to try. It's just naturally who you are. So let me see what else. Okay, the Eight of Wands is here, along with the Hermit card. Okay, so with the Eight of Wands being here, oh boy. Yeah, this is okay. All right. Remember I said that there's something that you love, or something that you wanted, that involves love, that's coming into your life in 2020. For some of you, this is a relationship. Like I said, I tried to keep it very general and say, oh, it could be anything that you love. This is a relationship. This is a connection. Put it that way. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection, but it's some sort of connection, a friendship connection, something where you're both on the same frequency, right? You're both very equally, like you're equally yoked, if that's how the term goes. Yeah, equally yoked. Like you're on the same page. You see each other eye to eye. I'm hearing like kindred spirits, twin spirits. It doesn't have to be a twin flame. It does not have to be a twin flame. I'm just seeing two people who just really, really understand each other. And the energy that you create with each other it's almost like magical. I know that sounds kind of corny, but that's what I'm seeing. It's almost like magic that you create amongst yourself, like amongst you and this person, is what I'm seeing. Like they reflect your positive qualities right back to you. They help to build your confidence. I mean, you're building your own confidence, of course, but they do help the process. There's no denying that, because you're so similar. And like I said, you reflect. It's like you've been seeing yourself in a negative light for so long. The universe is bringing in this person to help you to see all the good in you. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Let me see if there's anything else. So with the Hermit card being here, whoa, okay. Whoa, this is like wow. You know when you were in hermit mode, right? When you were in like the dark night of the soul, where you kind of isolated yourself, or maybe you went through some horrific pain, this person was going through the almost exact same thing at the exact same time. This is like very bizarre energy. This is like somebody who was going through something just as painful as you at the same time, but you didn't know each other or you didn't know it. But when you meet, it's going to be obvious that you've been through similar, like, disturbing experiences in life. And that's why the universe is bringing this in to help you. I just feel like overall, this is like an overall message of there's help that's coming. There's help on the way in 2020. Even though you can take care of things on your own, even though you're an extremely strong person, I see that there's help on the way. There's help on the way from people who understand you. Because it's one thing to get help from people who, let's say you go to a professional, right? Of course, I always encourage people to go get professional help if they need it. But it's one thing to go to a professional. It's another thing to meet someone who literally has gone through the exact same things that you have and can see all the good in you when you can see nothing but bad in yourself, or when you feel down on yourself, they can still remind you of the good in you. This is very interesting energy. For some of you in 2020, you're being guided to, even if you are in isolation still, even if you still want to be in hermit mode this year and you want to, not really date or not really go out too much, that's fine. But still make sure that you're putting an effort and work into your future while you're in hermit mode. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a hermit at this time, especially if you're resting and recovering from all the things that you've been going through. But you're still needing to be putting in work toward your future. You don't want to waste any time in 2020. You don't want to waste any time. You still want to be putting work into your future. Even if the work is not, it doesn't have to be work like towards finances or career. It could be work like you're meditating every morning. Like, even though you're in hermit mode, you're not really, like I said, participating in society. Doing the work could be like, you make sure still that you're meditating every morning. You make sure that you're eating healthy. Like, even that in itself is doing the work. So like I said, it's okay to be a hermit for a short period of time. Make sure you're still working. A lot of you are being encouraged, though, to step out of this hermit mode. A lot of you are being encouraged to step out of your comfort zone and to dream big and to go after it. And it's going to be quite intimidating for you to go after whatever it is that you want, because you've been in hermit mode for so long and you've been in your comfort zone for so long. But you're being guided in 2020 to really step out of it so that you can create the life that you want and the life that you deserve. And for a lot of you, this person that you meet is going to help you to do so in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, some of you in 2020, it's like you're going to be so intimidated because you feel like, how could I possibly manifest this thing? It's so big, it's so huge. I don't understand how I could possibly, like, am I ready? Oh gosh, that didn't sound right. Okay. Sorry. Am I ready for this? Because you can, for example, you can say, I want to be world famous. I want to be as famous as a Kardashian, right? But are you prepared to be that famous right now? Like, if you were to be handed that fame right now, would you be prepared for it? No, you would feel extremely intimidated. But they got to where they are, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. So even though something that you love and want to manifest is intimidating for you, it seems like this big challenge, one step at a time is going to basically guarantee that you get there. But it is going to be frightening. It is going to be intimidating. And that doesn't mean to not go towards it. That means that you should keep walking towards it, despite the fact that you feel fearful. And as you walk towards it, it becomes less intimidated. As you keep walking towards it, it becomes less and less intimidating, is what I'm seeing. So yeah, Aquarius, it looks like this year, you got the clarity. You have the clarity. You're very clear about what it is that you're supposed to be doing, what it is that you want to do. Now just start to take very clear, definitive action towards whatever it is that you would like to manifest. All right, so we're going to jump into your extended. I'm going to be doing your specific love messages. So it'll be like your love life for people who are single and also for people who are in a relationship. But then also I'll be doing your finances and your career, and I'll also be doing a healing message from spirit just to wrap things up, okay? So I will leave the link to that in the description box down below. Thank you for watching, Aquarius, and I will see you over on Vimeo. Bye.